Okay, so JJK episode 10 is here, and let's just say that boy Megumi is living up to his nickname Potential Man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, he was straight up on demon time.
This motherfucker don't miss.
And don't get me started on this nigga Takaba. Nah, for real, he kinda funny though. Anyways, enough of me yapping, you already know, let's tap in. So the episode starts off with Reggie telling Megumi that he doesn't know when Kenjaku's dropping the nuke, but it's gonna happen pretty soon, so he needs strong allies and a lot of points just in case. Megumi asks Reggie why Remy is on their team if they need strong allies, and he says, oh her, I use her to trick niggas like you. And she's like, hey, Reggie's my true knight, ain't nobody gonna touch me when I'm with him.
Okay.
Megumi's like, hey listen, I'm assuming you and your squad have over 100 points, right? What are you trying to say, boy? And Megumi says, okay, a new rule is about to be added and it will let players transfer points between each other. So hand over your points and nothing will happen to you. While they're talking, someone tries to murk Megumi, but bro disappears. He reappears, grabs dude and throws him off the building as he summons Nue to shoot lightning at bro. Megumi then summons his divine dog to attack Reggie. And as this was happening, he looks at Remy and says, girl, if I ever see you again, it's wraps for you, twin.
That's what I'm talking about!
And then we just see Megumi's divine dog laid out on the ground. Hold up, bro might be a genuine threat to our boy. Reggie's like, oh, okay, you want our points, right? Well, come get him. As we then see an eyeball appear next to Megumi as it explodes in his face. We cut to the guy who did it and he says, is bro dead yet? Nah, why does this guy actually look unhinged? Megumi somehow survives that explosion as we see Remy attack him. But Megumi throws her to the ground and explains that she's being used. But before he could say anything else, Reggie hits him with gasoline as this guy uses his teeth as bombs. Reggie's like, did we get him? Hizenoki says that he ran into the next room before it detonated. We cut to Megumi and he's chewing Remy out. He's like, listen, these guys don't care about you at all. They almost killed you just to get to me. Girl, get lost before you get hurt. Megumi's about to walk off, but Remy stops him in place and says, Reggie said that he really fucked with me, so you gotta say it too. Say that you'll protect me.
Is this nigga serious?
Megumi gives her the dirtiest look and tells her to kick rocks. Damn, them Zenny jeans are really kicking in. Then we see the guy from before and he says, hey listen, that was really smart back there, but it's over for you now. And out of nowhere, Kogane appears and it tells them that the new rule has been added to the calling games.
That's that real music, man.
Megumi goes in with his sword, but none of his hits land. They go into the other room as Megumi gets kicked on the bed. This guy tries to grab him, but Megumi uses his frog to get away. Then we see another frog summon as Megumi uses it to chuck bro out. This dude gets loose and Megumi, seeing that, summons his elephant to kick him out of the building again. But Megumi's not done. He gets on top of bro and starts bashing his face in. They crash on top of this platform as this guy starts crawling away. But Megumi's like, where the hell you going? And just kills bro right there and then. Nah, this man Megumi is truly on that timing. Bro is looking like Toji out there. After this, Megumi said he doesn't need their points anymore and just plans on killing anyone who gets in his way. He gets off the platform as we see Reggie and Hizenoki come down. Megumi is wondering if he should use his domain and Hizenoki says, hey boy, you better not think of running away, pussy, and spits his tooth ready to blow up Megumi. But before that could happen, someone gets in the way tanking that attack and everyone is shocked. They're like, so the guy stands up and says, y'all boys jump in, that ain't fair, y'all some bitches, and I took 0 damage from that weak ass attack. Yeah, okay bro, we literally see blood coming from the top of his head. But anyways, he then says to Megumi, hey, don't worry gang, I'll help you. Hizenoki asks him if he's from the past, but bro spits the most dumbest joke I've ever heard. He says, I don't want your Wi-Fi.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Takaba runs in and kicks Hizenoki in the face, sending him through the wall. Reggie, seeing that, is like, hold on, is bro really like that? Takaba says, hey, these hands are ready to eat for everybody. Now what you gonna do, boy? As Megumi comes in trying to slash bro. After this, Megumi tells Takaba to split up and explains the gist of Hizenoki's curse technique. Reggie's like, wait, you ain't leaving here, nigga. Did you forget you killed one of my guys? Nah, I can't let that slide. Hey, you gotta respect it. Anyways, Megumi tells Takaba to at least get Hizenoki's points. And Takaba says, I bet I got you, gang. Hizenoki gets back up and uses his eye as a bomb, but Takaba just smacks that shit away. He gets close to Hizenoki and hits him in the face. Hizenoki staggers back and opens his eyes and is like, where the fuck did he go? As Takaba sneaks up behind him and does Kakashi's secret jutsu. But surprisingly, Hizenoki tanks that shit.
You so freaky ass! ass nigga.
Takaba then kicks Hizenoki, sending him back. Megumi, after seeing that, is like, thank God me and bro are on the same side. And Takaba looks up and says, alright gang, I got it from here. So Megumi and Reggie stand off, and Reggie says, I'm not gonna lie twin, your boy is cooked. Hizenoki's definitely gonna take him seriously now. Hey, shut up gang, I'm done with this weak ass colony, so now I'm gonna fight you without holding back. Megumi summons Nue to attack Reggie, but he runs away. Reggie starts using his receipts to slow him down, but Megumi's not having it. He summons Max Elephant, and Reggie, seeing that, is like,
What the hell is even that?
and hits the dash. Max Elephant sprays water, but Reggie summons a surfboard riding the wave. He goes into this room and staples his receipts, and uses the rest to get out of the building before it explodes. Nah, I'ma keep it a buck, he may look goofy, but his technique is kinda fire, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, bro goes into this alley as Megumi catches up. Then we look up to see that Reggie planted hella receipts. He drops a piano on Megumi, but Megumi uses Rabbit Escape to protect himself. And then he picks up part of the building, then just throws it at Reggie. But this nigga dodges in the nick of time. Reggie says, damn, you already figured out how my curse technique works? And Megumi is like, yeah, it's those receipts on your body. Reggie then pulls out this receipt and starts glowing. Nah, what's going on? He says that the receipt he just used refreshed his body. Nah, it might be over for Megumi. Reggie starts talking and he's like, hey listen, you must be tired as hell. I mean, you just summoned a bunch of Shikigamis. Reggie then wonders why Megumi won't pull out his divine dogs. Then he realizes that Megumi can't, and he says, I guess me and you gonna have to box it out man to man. But Megumi's like, nah, I'm good bro, and just turns on the burners. But Reggie's not letting him go that easily. He summons a drone and a bike to follow bro until he ends up at this gym. Why the hell would he be at a gym of all places? Reggie wonders if Megumi is setting him up for a trap, but he quickly dismisses this. We cut to Megumi inside the gym as Reggie comes out and says, nigga, what are you planning? Cause I guarantee it's not gonna work. Megumi turns around and is like, how much you wanna bet? And then two trucks appear out of nowhere. Megumi goes under the trucks, but two plants hit him in the head. Reggie's about to finish him, but Megumi pulls out a sword at the last second. But then we see a bunch of receipts on the ground as it brings Megumi up. Then Reggie summons a bunch of shit, hitting Megumi, sending him back. But he's not done. He throws a knife into Megumi's forearm. Reggie starts walking up to bro and says, hey, give me your points or I'm gonna slime you. But Megumi gets back up and says, I ain't giving you shit, twin, as he summons his domain. And Reggie is scared. He's like,
There's no way, there's no way, there's no way. Say you swear to God.
and that's where I'm gonna end the video. Let me know if y'all want me to talk about different anime. And yeah, subscribe and I'll see you next time.